I'm Dave. Welcome to the shop. So this is a project I'm on. Got a little monitor, computer monitor elevating stand that I'm making with a couple of drawers in it. A request from a friend of my daughter's. And I just made my final cut on the sides because we've determined that it needs to be 5.5 inches tall, and so I needed to trim these things down to something that, along with this rabbit that I put in, will measure 5.5. It's going to be kind of a modern look. I've got a simple rabbit on the edge of the top, on the end of the top. This will fit into that. Bada bing, bada boom. Get glued in. I think I'm going to do a rounded edge on the front and the sides. Leave the verticals square. It's not very tall. 5.5 inches is all we're looking for. That little bit of boost that keeps your neck from hurting at the end of the day, you know. So to make this all work, in my mind, I wanted to get the pieces to line up. So I've got a piece here. Let me bring you over and I'll show you what I'm working on. So, it's not that it's required, it doesn't change the strength of anything or the durability or anything like that, but it makes me feel like I'm demonstrating my control over the materials, right? So, I cut what's going to be the vertical on the left-hand side, off the left-hand side of the piece of wood that's going to be the top, and the piece that's going to be the right-hand side, I cut off the right-hand side. So, ideally, when these are put together, and I can try doing that, it's going to fall over, I'm sure. I know, we're all sure, right? Yeah, because that's what things do. Particularly when you're trying to demonstrate. But I got it that time. All right, so now when I get this done, and I get this edge eased, you'll see the grain run right across. That doesn't mean anything. But it will describe to one and all that this is a guy that's in control of his materials. And that's how that goes. In the front, I'll shift this around a little bit and bring you to another location. Just a second. In the front, this is going to have a drawer, small drawer, pens, rulers, pieces of paper, 2 drawers. They'll be separated by a piece, not unlike this, because it's going to be this. They'll be, I don't know what, 2.5 inches tall, leaving 1 3/4 inches underneath for a keyboard to slide into, and that'll be super. And a little detail-y thing. They want to do it without handles, so I'll put some notches in the drawers, and I think I'll copy those same notches in the sides to make it look like it has feet. You'll love it. Simple, simple, simple. Joints exposed, everything in a very predictable, workmanlike manner. We'll see how this goes. So I've just trimmed these things. This is going to be the center divider. I've got the plate that's going to make the bottom of the drawers. I'm going to get the plate that I'm going to use to support the drawers right here. Haven't cut it yet. So my next trick is to cut plow in here a dado for this to fit into. So I guess let's go do that. I think I'm going to do that on the table saw series of cuts. It's narrow. I could use a router, but I have to set up a straight edge, and on something as narrow as that, straight edge might not work. Table saw will work like a charm. Let's get that done first. Move right along. All right, so I know the bottom of the plow. I want it to be at 1 3/4 inches. And so that's what that is. Super. Now, I want the height to be about 3/8 inch. When I say about, I guess I really I mean, I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I haven't cut the other piece to length yet. Ooh, let's work this out. I don't want that coming through the face. I can't use the table saw. I'm going to have to use a router. I want these plows to stop at the face. Okay, well that changes everything. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the plow coming through on the face. I want the drawer to be the only thing I see on the face. All right, well, I guess that changes a couple of things a little bit. Let's rethink how we're going to do this with the router. Well, got my router set up. Put a bit on it, which is, I think, 5/8, which is close enough to 1/2 inch. That'll be fine. Got a 3/4 of an inch from this edge, 1 3/4, which is what my offset at the bottom is, which is fine. And got a piece of scrap of plywood. I'm going to test how it cuts. I think I've got it set around 3/8 of an inch. It doesn't really much matter. You can put some ear protection on because, you know, we do that these days. Huh? Anyway. That's how it goes. So there's that. And boy, it's pretty damn close to 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to call that. And it's 5/8, I'm sure. Dead on. I could trim the 1/2 inch, the 3/4 inch down to 5/8, so that'll work out. Let's do it. I've got 2 stops on here. I think I'm going to throw a piece of tape on so that I can just, without having to think, know where the top is and know where the front is. Those are both things that are good to know. This is the top, and this is the front. Alright, that was easy. Goes like that. Goes like that. Alright, this is all good. 1 3/8. Now this means that I've got 2 marks on here. One's right there, which is just past the edge. So I'm going to slide this down until it gets to that mark and stop. Lift it off. Something. Turn it off. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to slide this one on because this is just cutting around. Doesn't matter whether I'm going that way or that way. Until I get to that mark and then stop. And that will preserve the front edge without a plow showing in it. And that'll be good. Alright, let's see how it goes. I bobbled when I started. This is still 3/4 of an inch too long. And I bobbled less than 3/4 of an inch. Yay! Yay me! Alright, there's that. That's the beautiful thing. Plowed. Bottom will go into that. That's just going to work out just so well. Alright. Do it again. Here we go. Don't bobble too much. Oh. And there's that. Slot. That's just great. Matching pairs. Arrows pointing up. It's great. Thank goodness I left this long. What happened, this is turning this way. When I hit this, it pulled this forward because it's running that way. Didn't happen when I came in this way because it's going that way. But it's okay because I'm going to cut that much off this. This is great. That's done. Go do something else. Thanks for watching.